Today we're with Angie Kohl. She's been a Rotarian for 8 years, and thank you, Angie, for sitting down with us today. Tell me a little bit about your history with Rotary and what you think are the best things about being a member of the Georgetown Club.
Well, I was introduced initially to Rotary about 10 years ago when I first moved to Georgetown. I was a member of the Breakfast Club for several years, and I joined the Rotary Club of Georgetown about 2 years ago. I love that club because it's an active club. The members, I've really enjoyed getting to know the members. Everybody's active, wanting to do well in the community, do good for others. And I really like being a part of that because that's one of the reasons I wanted to be a Rotarian, is to be able to give back and help others.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and your family.
Well, I grew up in Florence, South Carolina, and then moved to Columbia. I lived in Columbia for about 8 years, and then, as I said, I ended up here in Georgetown about 10 years ago. While living in Columbia, Georgetown was our weekend home, if you will. And when all of our kids became adults and moved out, we moved here permanently and love it.
Tell me a little bit about your career and what you did and what you're doing.
Well, I was a paralegal for almost 30 years. I handled a little bit of everything from workers' compensation claims, Social Security disability, car accidents. In doing that, I worked very closely with my clients, their families, helping them with their problems, getting them through tough times. And I also serve as the executive director of a nonprofit called Kids Chance of South Carolina. And now that I'm no longer doing paralegal work, I'm the executive director of Kids Chance on a part-time basis.
Speaking of kids, you have kids and grandchildren, I think?
I do have kids. We have 4 children and 5 grandchildren. And all of those grandchildren came within the last 5 years. So to say our family has grown quickly is an understatement.
And I think you've told me before, you've got some fur babies too.
We do. We have 5 fur babies. We have 4 little ones and 1 very large one, who is the youngest.
What kind of breed?
She's a Labradoodle.
Oh, all right. All right. So what do you think is the best thing about being a Rotarian?
Well, for me, the best thing about being a Rotarian is being a part of the community. Being a part of making great things happen in the community, giving back, doing for others, helping the causes that need to be helped, whether it's the Salvation Army or polio or Alzheimer's. Rotary is a big part of making the community a bigger and better place, and I love being a part of that.
One big thing about Rotary is the 4-way test. Tell me what your view of that is, why that's important.
Well, I think the 4-way test is very important whether you're a Rotarian or not. I think anyone who follows the 4-way test, it's going to make them a better person. Because obviously you're going to do things that benefit others. You're going to tell the truth. You're gonna basically, I think, in the way I look at it, is you're gonna, as long as you put other people first, and you're considerate and you follow the 4-way test, it's gonna make you a much better person, and it's gonna make you a better Rotarian.